It's Jo here from Rhythm and Tunes Piano School. I have just finished my final lesson for term 1 and I am now on holidays for at least a week. I'll have a few lessons next Monday, but other than that I'm on holidays, so that is really nice to have a little bit of a break. And I've just farewelled my my last class of the evening, and I just wanted to share with you a couple of the conversations that we had tonight. I can see that there's somebody there, so if you can hear me, it would be really great if you could let me know that the sound's okay. Nothing worse than getting to the end of one of these and realising that the sound settings didn't work and having to redo it, because happy to do that, but I'm going to go and have some dinner after this. So if you can hear me, just let me know, and that would be really awesome. So so this we're just having some really interesting conversations with a mum tonight who has an extensive experience playing the piano as a child, and has been bringing her child for quite a number of years now, and ever since she was 4 actually. So maybe 5, 6, 7 years I've been seeing her every week, which is a privilege in itself, isn't it, to see a family year in and year out. The relationships that you build are precious and priceless. So she was telling me how she has learnt so much just from watching her daughter's lessons, and how she composes a lot from all of the infrastructure and framework that has been laid out as part of this program here. So I thought that was a bit exciting, because I didn't actually realise that she'd been going home and using some of the ideas that I was outlining in class. So that made my year, and I said that doesn't only make my day, that makes my whole year. But the other thing that made my whole year, she said, and I'm teaching my friends how to do it as well, because she's got lots of friends who have also played as children and to a high level and played exceptionally well, but she's pointing things out to them, she said, and they're telling her that they've never ever looked at music that way before. So there's so many things that she's been able to unfold for her friends, and she was very excited that they were excited about seeing things in their music that they'd never seen before. So it is a completely different way of viewing music, the way that we teach here. It is quite alternative, and one of the chord progressions actually that we were working with tonight, it's really a basic chord progression. You probably hear it in most pop songs over the last number of decades. Some of you may know the technical description for that chord progression. We just call it the honeydew chords, and we start off just playing it exactly like that, fairly simple little chord progression, but it forms the basis of so much integrated theory work. And when I use the word integrated before the word theory, it means that I'm not sending students off to do worksheets away from the piano. We are sitting here and we are looking at the theory on the piano. So one of the things that we do with that chord progression is we put some nice arpeggio chords in the left hand and compose a few melody notes in the right hand, a little bit like this. Melody line in the right hand and some nice little broken chords in the left. And then some other ideas that I tend to give students. There's 2 songs I've got in mind. There's one just called Sleeping, and it's a very basic little piece that we do in the first few levels of the program. So I'll just play a little bit of the beginning of it. So that's a tiny little bit of it, and then the other basic little piece is called Dog. People who have got an extensive traditional background, they come in, they go, oh, well, I can play that, I can sight read that, and yes, you can. I'm not saying that you can't, but our objective is certainly not sight reading. It is being able to eventually decode the black ink off the page and memorise it and not ever need the music for it again. So, and also we tend to turn these basic little pieces, we layer extra information or framework around them, and eventually we put those honeydew chords in the left hand with them, and they end up sounding something like this. I posted a video, a couple of videos last week of a lady playing the left hand of Beethoven's Fur-Elise. I'm sure he wouldn't turn in his grave, don't worry. And the right hand of one of the earlier basic little songs, just to get a feel of what this is all about. This getting the creative juices flowing, I suppose. So, one of the other pieces we do in the program is Greensleeves, which you'd all be very familiar with. So one of the ideas I give is just to use that left-hand chord progression and just come up with a melody in the right hand. Lots of fun with that, and sometimes they're a little bit hesitant, a little bit resistant to doing something outside of the page, thinking outside of the page, so to speak. But once they get the feel for it, it is, I think, quite exhilarating to be able to create your own music at the keyboard. It's something that I certainly never was able to do or even encouraged to do as a child. I was always taught to push the back dots down that, Beethoven, Bach and Mozart told me to push down, and I was very, very good at that and was able to do that quite well and pass exams and play at a Stedford's and all that sort of thing. And I think that's what my mum here tonight was talking about. Her friends, they've also done that. And this is in addition to all of that experience, and it just helps shine a light on that experience and light it up a bit differently. So there you go. I hope that's explained a little bit about what we do here, and if you are interested in finding out a bit more, I will be running an introductory session tomorrow morning, 9:30 South Australian time. That's Tuesday, April the 13th. come along to that. Music on Steroids, the next round starts on the 28th of April, so that's creeping up very quickly and that is filling up. So if you did want to enrol in that, now is the time. And I've also got a 21-day challenge, piano prompt challenge going. So if you're on my mailing list, you would know all about that. Otherwise, there's some information further down on this page. So for now, though, have a great evening, and I will see you on here next time. Take care. Bye.